As I said, we're Roger and John, and we're here to talk about an issue that is particularly important in this current day and era. As you can see by this fantastic graphic, we now live in the Trump or fake news era. So we'll go into the reason why we're solving this. So have you guys ever had this moment where you found it hard to believe a news story online?
Yes.
Anyone?
Oh, yeah.
One or two? Yeah. So saying that, the problem we're trying to tackle, which is kind of important, we believe, is in today's media landscape, it's terribly overwhelming. There's so much information, it's noisy, it's biased, and there's right now no really simple way to navigate this information or to try and find a perspective on something else. So saying that, we've worked on Sift in the last 2 weeks, I'd say, and it's a crowdsourced platform to help you gain perspective on any story. So saying that, we're going to start with a normal browsing experience. I don't know how you inform yourself, but I have a particular issue in the north of Ireland. I know there's an oil drilling issue called the Woodburn oil drilling issue, I believe. Woodburn. And we're just going to look and see what we can find, right? So right now we can see that Woodburn has begun drilling. And Infrastructure has ended operations, and there's been some protests. Now, this is just normal search. We can find out, we can search, and we can get anything that's a keyword. Cool, that's all well and good. Now, let's go through the Sift experience of how you might be able to search things. We're going to go through two concepts. And the first thing you'll notice is there's a new concept called topics. So basically, we have this aggregated way of collecting things, and we have 3 events. So let's go see what the events are in Woodburn. So strangely enough, there's the beginning of the oil drill, and we can see there's 3 articles. We see the company's called off the project, and we can see that PSNI is squandering $1 million on policing. So I'm starting to get an idea of this context, but that's all well and good. These are topics. We want to actually find some articles. So let's search for something interesting, maybe the Syrian civil war. This appears to be there. So let's check up the uprising, right? Cool, let's pick up the first article from this event. It's from Global News. And we can just see now that we have the Syrian civil war, civil uprising, and we can start to read an article. But I know a little bit about this. I want to actually find out what else has happened. What's the next event? So let's check out the next event. Russia got involved, apparently. That's interesting. And there's an article here from the BBC, and as we can see, it's not really rated too well. It's -20. That's not very good. So I'm going to look and see what other articles maybe exist around this topic. And strangely enough, there's something from Russia. Ooh, that's interesting. So let's check out what Russia Today has to say. It's a highly rated article. I'm very, very interested in possibly reading this. But right now, I'm not going to bore you with reading about this. But what I will do is actually I want to save and actually follow this topic. So I'm going to follow the Syrian civil war and actually specifically the Russian intervention because I want to learn a little bit more about this as new topics come about. And saying that, let's just save the article because I want to read it later. Cool. Let's check out where I've saved it actually. I've forgotten. Strangely enough, there's that article which I can read when I want to come back to. Let's check out the follow list as well. So we have the Syrian civil war, strangely enough. Operations Euphrates, it's another Syrian-related topic, and World War II, because I have an obsession with war, apparently. So, cool. So as you can see, this is a bit of the Sift experience, which are 2 kind of core concepts. One is making it very easy for you to navigate now information and the concepts of topics and then the events that live underneath it. And more importantly, we now have an easier way to take an article and then see other perspectives from different publishers. So we have the BBC or Russia Today, also independent journalism. So we are Sift, and we're trying to help you, help yourself, find different perspectives on news. Thank you.